It's a mother to all my wanderings. The valleys green will age with me. It's dirt will shine and linger. And girls will come in fair.
Now, are you serious? Did you actually go over the falls in a coffin? Does that really happen?
We went over the falls, straight over. I mean, there ain't other way to go over a waterfall.
I mean, there weren't no other way to get away from this fella.
None.
Is that what you're saying?
None. Listen, Eli, if I'm going to go over a waterfall, do you think that's choice 1, 2, or 3? That is the end choice, my friend. Last one.
Now I hear tell folks do it for like recreation or some such, but
you're either real good at it or you're not.
Yeah. And you're saying this was just one guy took out your whole gang?
One guy.
That is amazing. That is amazing. But
quick
now
as a
you hear
hiccup,
things.
Man. Hey, it's quick as a hiccup, man. Fastest I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just get a glimpse of this fella and what he looks like.
I didn't want to stick around and, ask him for a, photo moment or sketch him or anything, but he's tall, man. Tall and thin and unnerving.
Huh. That just sounds like a heck of a lot of power for one individual to have.
You ain't
That's
a shitting.
something. I mean, there's the thing, I just we've talked about how some people act for death and some don't know what they're doing, but that's like a whole other level. That's just something to think about. I tell you. I ain't here yet. We'll be here in a sec. That's kind of amazing. Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, you sound like you want to, I mean, are you sweet on this guy? Do you know him? I mean,
you hear rumors, right? All right. You hear stories. I'm into stories. You hear about, here's a fellow that, this deathly drifter that's going around. I don't know if you heard about this. It's been it's kind of picking up. It's people, guy goes into a town, small settlement, whatever, just guns down a few of their biggest lawmen, rides back out. Nobody can touch him.
Sounds like this fellow, man.
I know. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it might be the same guy. Wonder who he was after. Yeah. Let you folks go. He must have been after somebody in your posse, but that's amazing.
Yeah, I wonder.
Oh, wait, when I get to meet this other partner of yours, she sounds like a hoot.
Hoot is a word.
I expect so. All right. So you are still hankering for Ghost Rock, yeah?
Always and forever, my friend.
Well, that's something then. So way I see it. Yeah. There we go. Okay. I'll be up in just a little bit. Way I figure it, they got a case in there. It's got 10 Ghost Rock cores.
10?
Yeah. That'll be something we can definitely trade on, if nothing else, or do whatever it is you're looking to do, some kind of mad science or whatever. But that'll help.
Eli, if they got 10 cores in there, I mean, we're good, but how are we going to just walk up in here and...
Well, you remember that bank we hit up near Denver?
Yeah, damnedest thing.
Yeah, we're going to do that trick again. All we got to do is just walk up and ask. Same script.
All right.
You ready?
Let's do it.
All right. You look, and Eli has 5 cards in his hand suddenly that he looks at. There's a slight little glow from them reflected in his eyes. He looks up. You want to be the sheriff or the deputy this time?
Man, make me the deputy. I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh, no worries. Sooner or later, one of these days, you'll make sheriff. You work hard.
Right.
All right. He passes his hands up and down in front of your faces, and immediately you find you are looking at someone else, a local sheriff, and you look exactly like his deputy.
It's the damnedest thing.
Smiles and winks. Yeah, you pick up all kind of tricks if you've been the places I've been.
I'm going to have to ask you where that is someday, Eli.
Well, some folks like it, some folks don't. Bunch of cultist assholes more than anything else, but you pick up what you pick up. All right. Let's go rob us a stagecoach. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Deadlands. I'm Marshal Jim, and I will be parading us through this thing as we continue to fight the forces of the Reckoning. And we're going to go ahead and go around and introduce our posse. And I figured it out. I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to do this one clockwise so that the opposite can be counterclockwise. So I am actually, if you don't mind terribly, I'm going to start with Greg. Hello.
How dare you? No, I'm Greg Grimjack 21502. Tonight I'm going to be playing the outlaw Willie Kenner. The Willie that we just saw was a Willie that used to ride with a foul ne'er-do-well by the name of Eli Watts. But now Willie, of course, is redeemed as he's surrounded by all of his dear, dear friends of an intellectual and ne'er-do-well variety. He's moving up or sideways, whatever way you look at it. Let's play.
Know how many times you can say ne'er-do-well in one day?
I can do it one more time.
That's twice.
Listen,
Do it twice.
Dot, I can do it one more time. Wait for it. Just wait for it. One more ne'er-do-well's coming. Oh, one more after that. Back to you, Sheriff, Marshal, Deputy.
I'm just gonna make a note to count the ne'er-do-wells. Okay, good. All right. Lauren, hi.
Hi, Jim. Everything's fine. I'm Lauren. I'm not Salty Ginger over on Twitter. And I'm playing Valentine DuPont, who is a wanted woman, and there's nothing else strange about her. Totally normal chick.
Complete normalcy. Complete and utter normalcy.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to have that in the
I think
that in the
so.
posse.
I'm like the predictable, reliable one here.
Absolutely. Yeah, totally. Absolutely. It's good. But speaking of reliable, let's move on to Steve. Hello.
Hey, Jim. How you doing, buddy? I am happy to be here, Cowpoke. I'm playing Elijah Hunt DuPont, U.S. Marshal. He has a passion, and that Eli Watts is killing him would be a nice little treat for him, maybe even a Christmas present. So we'll get him all wrangled up, and that'll be that.
Well, I'm rooting for you. I'm totally rooting for you. And Dot, hi, save us.
Hey everybody, I'm Dot. I go to the internet to call shenanigans. I'm pretty sure that's where I'm at tonight. No, I'm really excited to be here. last game was fun. I'm really excited to jump in and get some more RP going. That's what I do, play games and and roleplay on all kinds of awesome channels like this one. I'm playing Sister Ruth Ramus, who is our on-hand nun. No big deal. She uses the Lord's light in a land that's filled with darkness.
There we go. There we go. And finally, Pope. Hello.
Hey, everybody, Pope here. I know precisely where we left off last time. I remember it quite well. If we make it out, it's going to be a minor miracle. I've been drinking all week waiting for this.
Wow. It's become a problem now.
Yeah. Because I know Jim.
Jim, look what you've done.
But anyway.
It was episode 1 and you've already corrupted us.
I ain't blaming you for my problems, Jim. That's for sure.
Anyway. I'm playing Dr. Hazard. I'm not a good shot. I'm not a tough man. I heal people and I know things. Apparently now I drink.
And take pictures. You take pictures really well.
No, I take pictures terribly too.
You just do it anyways. You're such a dedicated artist.
You got a hell of a mustache there.
Thanks.
It's important.
Let's see if it lasts this fight. It might be burnt off by the end.
You might need some of that hard wax after.
Yes. Note to
Get back
self,
into shape.
all enemies must aim for the mustache.
Yeah.
Good to know. All right. Excellent.
Yeah, gonna need that harder wax now.
Harder wax at the end. Just to really reshape it.
So, last time we had a hanging as they had hunted down the demon Eli Watts, as he's known. And it seemed like it was going just fine. They hanged somebody, but when the dust cleared, it looked as though a switcheroo had been done. They'd ended up hanging the local deputy instead. As you are all sort of now gathered after, there was a sudden eruption of undead from the ground, as happens occasionally. It seems as though Watts, his voice ringing out as you saw Deputy Cowan swinging from the rope, that perhaps he was somehow summoning them up. You all did, however, manage just in the nick of time to figure out where he was headed. You managed to unhorse him from a distance, and then you caught him limping toward a cave. You didn't actually see him, but you knew where he was headed because you checked out the terrain, figured it out. And I will say, as the 5 of you look out at these scrublands and see the cave in the distance, and you see these glowing eyes, you hear Eli's voice calling out that now is apparently, you went and made him do it, and now all hell's going to break loose, whatever that means. It is possible, as some of you think back, and particularly as Willie thinks back, it's like, yeah, there might have been some clarity there as to how might have just sort of sorted out. He did the same trick again. That might be how it was that he managed to switch places with the deputy. You have to wonder if that might not have ever actually been Watts at the gallows at all. And kind of explains why his body language didn't match with what he was saying as he was being brought up there.
Listen,
But,
yeah, I was going to say, I'll jump the gun, but I'll tell everybody.
Go ahead.
I would have explained that to everybody too. So are we gathered at the end of this? Like Elijah just took a shot, right? And then we're all kind of in that.
You and I had ridden up.
Yeah, we were on the way up. And I'm just saying that we ended at seeing the green eyes, right?
Yep. You can see them. They're there in the cave.
Willie would, hey now, he pulled back on his horse. Val.
Yes.
I'm I'm not sure how much of a part we want in this.
I mean, I guess we did what we set out to do. We brought him in. So
I'm a bit concerned because I'm looking around and I don't see any waterfall to escape over.
that was my idea.
It's a good one.
Thank you.
Maybe
We could try talking to him.
talking to Eli is a lot like pissing in the wind.
Well, I guess if you're you, that was not my experience.
Well, I'd like to think that Eli likes me, and it's still like pissing in the wind.
I bet he likes me more than he likes you.
I have no doubt. What I'm saying is, comparatively speaking, he's a bit of a ne'er-do-well.
Pulling up. I would say, Mr. Kenner, that Ms. DuPont has a few items that Willie would be interested in. Perhaps she's not entirely wrong. Let her go in. Also, it would give me time to get out that gun.
Well, Doc, pardon me for saying, but does that gun come with that army?
That comes with its own army. As he pulls the horse to a stop and then hops out of the wagon, goes back. There's a trunk in the back, pops the trunk, and then all of a sudden produces a Gatling pistol.
The damnedest thing.
I'm a terrible shot. But this fires really fast.
I was going to say, just get close. You got a 1 out of 100 shot.
Anyway, I would prefer that Mr. Watts just turned himself in. I really don't want to fire this thing.
Well, wait, now, did Sister Ruth and Elijah, are you all coming up too, or?
Sister Ruth rode in the cart up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I would be ahead. I don't even know if I'm there for
You
the
didn't
conversation.
even have a horse.
Yeah, you had to get your horse. We rode up ahead.
I
assholes.
revived you a horse
we rode up ahead like
so that
assholes.
you can feel a lot of guilt as you ride it. Just kidding.
There was a horse that was just sitting outside of the graveyard that he did ride over on, but then you had to get down and look around for a bit to figure out what was going on. And in that time, they made it up. And it was right after you sort of were indicated with what you were doing the direction for everyone to look, and they looked and they saw the cave. That was when the voice rang out and everyone could see the green eyes. And so you're in earshot of these folks. But it's up to you how you want to react.
Yeah, well, he's reloaded his weapon.
Elijah, let's pump the brakes a bit.
You really want to talk to this son of a bitch, huh?
I don't want to.
Ne'er-do-well, as you call him.
You don't think it's interesting what he did?
I don't like the way everybody's throwing around ne'er-do-wells.
I think it's a swear word. And
I apologize for that strong language, sister. I will.
My apologies, sister. I don't want to.
She goes, I think this situation's not going to be able to be handled by any guns or by talking.
Did you have another suggestion, sister?
I don't. We could leave it.
Val, if you go down there and talk
Walk
to him
away.
and he takes you, oh, I can't have that.
He's
He ain't
right.
gonna take me anywhere. Trust me.
I think what Elijah's saying, Val, is that if he decides that he wants to, there is very little that me,
Right.
Elijah, Sister's prayer, or the Doc's 100 shots are going to be able to really change anyone's mind.
So we're just gonna walk away.
I'd
Well,
say
not.
Listen, I'm min-maxed shooting. I'm not the one that should be making decisions here.
Willie Kenner, you're gonna walk away.
What if we follow it. See what it does.
I have an inkling what it's going to do. And it doesn't involve walking.
Well, if you're so knowledgeable, would you like to tell us?
Considering the tricks that man's pulled, I'm pretty certain he can get out of that cave whenever he wants.
He also could take damage. I shot him last time we encountered each other. He got me, I got him, but as he was leaving, I hit him. I'm almost 100%, but I'm not quite sure, but I'm sure when we arrested him, that wound wasn't there.
He can look like us too. He can look like whoever the hell he wants.
Just giving a long, hard side look at Willie. This is kind of a biblical problem.
Oh, shit.
Would I know what he speaks of? Jim?
Well, for you to know that, I would have to know what he speaks of. So I'm assuming he's referring to you, but
No, it's a long held correspondence between these two.
Oh, that's what you mean by biblical. Well, since you seem to know so much, what should we do?
Honestly, you're right, Elijah, you got him. He's angry. He's irritated, and he's backed into a corner. Now, Miss DuPont, I've been around you long enough to know that silver tongue of yours can do miracles. So, if you would like to wrestle one of those up for us, I'd be mighty appreciated.
She slides off her horse and starts walking toward the cave.
Trust me,
well,
when we hear the screaming, that's our cue to go in after her.
But whose screaming will it be?
Wow, god damn it. He spits. He's like, do your thing.
So heading up all by your lonesome?
Wait, the sister stops her before she goes. I stop her right before she goes. I say,
Okay.
I'm gonna bless. I can bless her basically.
Ooh, I love bless.
I know you do. Let's see. Actually, it's called protection.
Ooh.
It's called protection. I will spend a power point to give you protection, which means it's very difficult for creatures of darkness to oppose. Casters gain a +2 bonus to arcane skill roll when they present the symbol. All right, so I take my cross off my neck and I sling it around yours because it's tied to my cross.
Ooh, okay.
And the supernatural creature that wants to directly attack the character using protection must first win an opposed test of spirit.
Okay.
The question is it my spirit or her spirit? But she gets a +2 to that spirit.
Great question. You know, I forgot to put the duration of that in there, but I'm going to assume it's like most things they upgraded to 5, so I'm going to assume 5 for now. But this is in between, so I'm not really going to count.
At home, there's some info.
But that's okay. So good. Yeah, you can do that.
Thank you, sister.
So you're going to need to go ahead and roll your faith to cast that.
I will. Yes. Oh, I only got a 3. That was awful. Oh wait, can I re-roll that?
You can if you want to spend a penny. You want to spend one of your chips.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the white ones. Yeah, I got plenty of those. I'm sitting on some chips. Sister's feeling saucy. There we go. A 9.
All right.
I don't know where to put it.
That's a thing. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and yank the used chip off the board there, and that succeeded with a raise.
Great.
Let's see. Awesome. Okay. Still just going to be. It looks like from the description, still just going to be a +2. But I will consider other things.
Cool. Just so that you know it's there.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So, yeah. Does this look like anything when you do it, or do you just hand her the cross? What happens?
I think that everything is tied to this like symbol she wears around her neck for her own reasons, I guess. But so I think it is tied to it. So when I put it on, it probably feels very like warm and welcoming, and you feel somewhat bolstered in your strut down to speak to this creature in the cave.
I think as you hand this to her, she looks maybe a lot more moved than you thought she'd be. But she clutches it very close to her as you put it on. Thank you.
She goes, "It got me this far."
Well, let's hope it gets me to tomorrow or the next
She goes,
10 minutes.
"It will, because I want it back."
Yes, ma'am. And I'll walk away.
All right. Anyone else following Val to the cave, just letting her go up there all by herself?
The way you say that.
Elijah would definitely get to the distance of where he's got his gun trained at the cave mouth, but doesn't want to alarm Eli that he's,
Okay. So you'll be now within at least long distance, so that you can hit anything that comes out of the cave mouth more
He
properly.
would lean over to Willie. I'm gonna kill this son of a bitch. I'm just gonna tell you.
You're gonna
What
try, I
about
know
that?
it.
The sister goes, "Shh." She says, "Stop talking." And she puts a finger to your mouth, but she's going to put aim on you. So she'll roll again. That way, if you have them in your sights, you too will gain some things for that as well. Buffs. So that actually brings me up to so aim increases a character's accuracy with shooting or throwing. Called shot penalties are reduced for 1 and 2 for a raise.
Willie would, God damn! I said, goddamn!
There you go.
Oh my
Wow.
God! There we
Okay.
go.
There you
You've
go.
got the you've got penalties reduced by 2 for that.
For that distance shot, long distance shot.
Yeah.
She goes, "Now just shh." She just tries to calm the whole group so we could listen for Val.
I kind of turn around and walk backwards for a bit. Hey, Willie, if I come out and I don't say your favorite word right away, it ain't me.
Yeah, he's gonna walk up. If Elijah's gonna take like the distance shot, Willie can't hit from distance, so he's gonna walk up, but he's gonna stop at like you described it before as kind of like a crest up to the cave. He's gonna stop at like the before it slopes up. He has half a mind to yell out and be like, "She's coming in, Eli. Let's just not shoot her shit for a second." I got a guy out here who can shoot 100 shots.
With the shoot 100 shots, Hazard's jumped in the back of the wagon, has splayed out on top of the back bench, the Gatling pistol, the shotgun, and he's reloading the Winchester.
Nice, yeah. As the sister walks by Elijah, who's like taking point, and she's cast aim on. She says, "If you get the shot, don't miss."
I won't miss. I promise. With God on my side, I know I won't miss, ma'am.
She doesn't know if he's telling the truth or just trying to appease her, but she don't care. She hops in the cart and she sits now and waits for this to go down. Shotgun like across her lap, probably.
Okay, so you drove the cart up to the like that.
Yeah,
up
didn't
to
you
where-
have your cart? The doctor had the
Yeah,
cart.
you have the cart. I just didn't know if you brought it with you onto the scrublands.
We brought it onto the scrub, but stopped a good, probably, we'll say, yeah, we're not too close. I want to get a full view of the cave just in case something hinky comes up.
Sure.
And if people are running out, I've got a good target to spray.
Excellent.
So first it's going to be the Winchester because I need something with range, but as it closes in, because it's going to close in, I've got the shotgun and the Gatling pistol ready just in case.
Yeah.
All right. So, Val, as you approach the cave, you see that those 2 pinpoints, those 2 green glowing points, are actually, they're not at what would be, a man's height. They're actually a bit lower down. That you can see now that, it's harder to tell from a further away perspective. It's like you can hear that it sounds like there's something near the front of the cave with the green eyes And then there's something shifting around closer to the back of the cave. It's not a huge cave, you don't think. And you can hear this sort of low as you're getting closer, this low.
Eli.
For a moment, there's sort of a shift. And you hear a sort of a... Paying a little visit, are we?
Yeah, just checking in on you.
How's your day been?
So. Can I come in?
Are you sure you want that?
Well, I don't mean you no harm.
I would like you to roll persuasion.
Okay. I will.
Oh, I love it.
4.
Okay, you got a 4. And it's like, Are you gonna try to stab me to death when you come in?
No.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
All right.
I would be very disappointed if you did that.
I'd be disappointed in myself if I did that.
All right. And you hear a whistle, and the green eyes retreat.
Yeah, she's gonna walk in.
All right. So, as you walk into the cave and you start to be able to see kind of outlines, there is a little lantern that's sort of near the back of the cave that allows you to see things. There are shadows cast onto the walls. The first thing you are, however, going to be seeing is... you do see that Eli's standing near the back of the cave. He's kind of leaning against the wall. His face is turned away from you. In front of him, padding around, is this thing. It looks like maybe it has horns on its head. It looks like a cross between a dog and a bear. It's pretty big. And it turns to you with sharp, razor-sharp teeth, glowing green eyes that blinks as a little bit of saliva is coming down from its mouth. And I need you to make a fear check for me, please.
Okay.
Roll spirit.
What, spirit? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
9.
Okay.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, no, this is fine.
Well, I think because of one of the powers that I have, even though I don't think it would affect this thing, I think there's just a kind of understanding there.
Yeah, there actually is. It's like it sort of is like its pads a little closer, and it's like it just sort of glances back in Eli's direction. And he's like, "That's all right, Sam." And you see, he does something. It's like he throws it. It's like he puts something in his pocket, like he was chewing on jerky or something. And he does something quick, and he turns around, and you see you see Eli. He's still leaning against the wall. You notice that his lower leg is kind of at kind of an odd angle.
Mm-hmm.
And he just sort of nods to you. Well, wasn't expecting you to want to come in for a tete-a-tete.
Why not? We're friends.
I'd kind of hoped that was true. I'd been wanting to meet you for a while.
I'm very popular.
Yeah. Willie told me stuff about you.
Did he now?
Well, a few things here and there.
So what's your play? How are you going to get out of here?
I was just thinking on that myself.
Mm.
Was planning to use using that horse, but that ain't an option no more.
Mm.
And you see,
Yeah.
he pulls the jerky up, and he's still just sort of just chewing on it real quick.
Yeah, sorry about my brother. He's a little enthusiastic about stopping you.
Oh, he is very. Can't believe you're related to that guy.
Neither can I.
Of course, now that you're in here,
Mm-hmm.
if you do have a vested interest in my getting away, there's a thing I suppose we could do. But no,
Do tell. No, I want to hear it.
it'd take a bit much. I know Willie pretty well, and I mean I've gotten to know the marshal a bit over the last bit, but I don't think I know everyone out there quite well enough to be able to pull off something like well this. And he takes his hat down, and when he puts it back up, he looks exactly like you.
I don't know. That might work.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, I'm pretty.
And he says, kind of in a similar voice, he says, well, this is more the version of you I have in my head, but
It's
I am
accurate.
trying to be accurate. But, yeah. And then he just sort of shifts again, and he's back to himself. He says, so I mean, that's always an option, but before we do anything like that, I kind of want to know for sure that you're on my side here. So I kind of want to know what it is you really want.
I was just trying to avoid unnecessary bloodshed. Don't want to get my boots wet.
Hmm. You know, I can guarantee that you and Willie will make it out. I can do that much for you. If I call up Sam here, he's got to go after somebody.
Well, why would you need Sam if you can just walk on out?
Death is kind of hungry at this point. There's a lot going on. It's a bit of a scramble for power behind the scenes of things. And let's just say I'm trying to make a good impression.
Oh, you always do that.
Now, folks I'm looking to impress are kind of, shall we say, a difficult audience. How attached are you to your brother?
I guess I'm sort of attached to all of them. They all have their uses.
Yeah. So you look at him to just make use of him? Is that the goal here?
Safety in numbers.
Ah. I am sorry to say your numbers are going down. There ain't going to be no way around that.
I wouldn't underestimate them.
Why do you think I'm in a cave right now?
Oh, I thought you just were looking for a new place to stay, but
Not a lot in here to subsist on, shall we say. But I'll tell you what. I'll spare you. I'll spare Willie. I'll let you pick one more of the other two. Gets to live today.
What if
The
we all
rest-
just walked away?
It's kind of late for that now.
Why? It ain't too late. They'll listen to me.
Your brother ain't never gonna stop.
Well, I could drag him away.
Part of me would like to see that. No, it's one of those things you learn after a while. We are bound in blood to destroy each other.
That sounds serious.
It is.
So, no compromising.
I did compromise. I gave you a life to pick out.
Well, you're not touching Willie.
Of course not. He's got a lot to learn, and he's got a hell of a lot of potential.
That's what I always say about him, too.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll leave it up to the fates.
I reckon so. And he just sort of looks at you for a second. Trust me, you do not want to know what your brother actually did to me.
Takes a lot to make me squeamish, Eli.
Hmm.
She's going to turn around and walk away.
Okay.
Yeah. Very, very chill until she gets outside.
As soon as you would get outside at the base of the hill going up to the cave, Willie would have both of his guns out, but at his hips. And he would say, "What's my favorite word?"
Ne'er-do-well.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Oh, I let out a sigh.
Hey, we need to go. We need to go. And she's moving to her horse.
How far away are we from this activity? Like our grouping, Jim?
Your current grouping. Sorry, I was just counting.
Oh, that's all right. No worries.
I was just counting. I don't want to award more than one chip per person per ne'er-do-well in this episode. Anyway, just making sure. All right.
You're such a good GM.
4 down, 1 to go. All right. I'm sorry, what was your question? I got lost for a moment.
My question is exactly how far out are we from her as she exits the cave?
Excellent. Okay, you're at what I think would be considered roughly long distance for a rifle. So that's
Okay.
going to be like, what is that, in the 96 sort of category? So it's
Okay.
About 96 feet.
yes. Well, 96 on a table inches on a tabletop, which puts it so almost 200 yards.
Okay.
About how far out?
That's quite a ways away. I go.
Willie's
zip.
only like about half that. Right
She
now.
goes-
Willie's like at about 100 yards away.
She seems to be moving pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I swing off the cart onto my horse. Kind of get myself settled a little bit. Turn around.
I would be looking through my telescopic lens.
Okay. So as you're looking through the lens, you see the green eyes return to the cave entrance. And you hear this sound echoing out from the cave, moving as the eye, which with the eyes moving as it comes out. This terrible. And I need everyone to make a spirit roll. This is not even a fear
Ugh.
check, really.
Didn't do very well.
Do I have to do this since I've
You
already
need it-
encountered it?
No, well, actually, this is the first time you've heard this.
Okay.
But your target number is a 2, so I think you're probably it wasn't that good.
Use a Benny. Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Now, I do
There
have
we
to
go.
point-
16.
So we're good there for this episode. However, I need to point something out about Savage Worlds Adventure Edition.
Okay.
And the only occasion in which you cannot use a Benny, or in this case a Fate Chip, is when you roll Snake Eyes.
Oh.
I'm going to let it go for this session because
Thanks,
we're still learning. We're all still learning.
I'm learning so
But-
much.
It's that's a thing that's going to lock into effect from episode 3 onward.
Copy.
But yes, so anyone who got better than a 2
Okay.
is just fine when you hear this. Just fine. And
Let me just say too, Jim, I'm going to interrupt you. I love Savage Worlds. I love exploding dice. It's one of my favorite things in the history of ever. Back to you, Jim.
thank you. I do enjoy a good dice explosion. I am going to go ahead and start dealing some cards because this thing is going to come out of the cave right now.
Shit.
Wrong one. This is the one I wanted. There we go. All right. Okay. So, I'm going to deal out some cards now.
Great. Just
That's way loud. I'm turning that down. There we go. Okay. Okay. Dee-dee-dee.
I don't know. There's a whole lot I can do here.
Everyone, once again, remind me if you have things that affect your cards. I know Willie does. Willie's going to get 2 cards to pick from.
That's why we put him last in the order.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Again,
Okay,
I
and-
can't see anything that's coming through, Jim. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. here.
Okay, make sure you're over back on the first start page, because that's where we're up against with the map.
Oh.
But you got an 8 of diamonds and a jack of hearts.
Yeah. Go. Yeah, you need to go back up and make sure where I put the banner back onto the start page.
I'm back. Here we go.
Righto. Excellent. So I presume you want the Jack of Hearts.
Yeah, but I get to. Oh, that's right.
Anything that's both
I
of
get
those cards are
above
greater
a
than 5. So
So I will take that Jack of Hearts. Yeah.
all right, there you go. All right. So let me go ahead and draw for everyone else. So
Shit.
strangely, Eli goes on an ace, and Sam goes on a queen.
Oh,
No.
sh-
God.
All right.
Could be worse.
Get that Gatling gun fired up.
Really could. All right. So first, we have the ace. And Eli is going to hold this round because he's really just holding to see what happens. So we're going to go down to the King of Clubs. That's Val. What you doing?
Fuck. I love going first. Okay. Is Eli visible?
Not from outside the cave. No, he's still
Okay.
inside the cave.
Okay. I think I would like to. I think I would like to. It's possible to hold in this, right? Like you just
Oh, yeah.
did? Okay.
Totally.
I think if I see that thing getting close to someone,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do something about it. I
Okay.
think.
Sure. So yeah, all you have to do is if you want to interrupt its action, then you're going to need to make an opposed agility check. against it.
Gotcha.
All right, so we're now down to the queen. It's Sam's turn.
Yay, Sam.
Sam comes bounding out of the cave, and everyone can see the sun is covered by clouds at the moment to an extent, so it's in the gray day. This horrifying thing that leaps out, sort of a horned dog bear thing, bounding toward you, and I need everyone who is not Val to please make a spirit check.
I feel like Rick Moranis.
Other 4 rolls are not on my side.
Is that a reference?
It could be.
4.
All right. Yeah, everybody got 4 or better. You're good. Yeah. So yeah, this thing. Taking it back a bit. Let me see. This thing's pace. It's coming out of the cave. It's got to run about 200 yards before it hits one of the viable targets. So let's see. It's got a decent pace. It's gonna take a little while. Let's see. I think it only has a running die of D6, so we're gonna roll it. Roll that. And okay, so the hound makes it for 28 yards thereabouts. So it's still got some ways to go. It's coming in your direction. It's heading toward the cart. It bounds. It's ignoring Willie, as it's lumbering out of this thing. All right, and so that's really all it can do this turn. So, so that's its turn, and now we are. Wait a minute, wrong. You're on hold. There we go. You go there. Now we're going to head over to Willie. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
Is Sam running towards Steve? Is he running towards Elijah? Like, is there a trajectory?
He seems to be making a beeline toward the cart and the people near it.
Yeah.
And Elijah, who I presume is a little further forward than the cart. But
all right. Yeah. Well, that was a big mistake. So he's going to just yell as he pulls both of his guns out. I'm going to fire with two-fisted and ambidextrous to get some shots off here on Sam. But as he fires, he's yelling back towards Elijah, back towards the dock, and back towards the sister. Watch the cave entrance! As he's going to take 2 on.
All right.
All right, so there's a 8, rootin' tootin'.
Mm-hmm.
And then, how about a 19?
That's rather a lot of hitting things. So yes, you get your bonus damage on both of those shots.
Let's do it. All right. Pachoosh! There's 20.
That's many. All right.
And 8. So 28.
Okay, let me take a look at this thing real quick. I see that it's... Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. Yeah, let me... Yeah, Windows doesn't want me to see it. Okay, there it is. So that's... Those are 2 shots. 20 and 8. So, interesting thing.
I'm awesome.
As you... So let's see. As you fire, then the first shot goes into it, slams into it. You do manage to shake it, as it's like just sort of skids for a second, but it doesn't do nearly as much damage as you think it would. Second shot also doesn't seem to phase it.
Shit. He takes the
This
cigarette
thing's
out of his
not-
mouth and throws it to the ground and spins his revolvers to the 6th shot in each one. and gets ready to fire again, but he can't this round. So
Yeah. Yep. All right.
Jim,
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna start taking after it.
All right. Yeah, you're right up there.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
gosh
You run up
darn,
to it?
rootin' tootin' ne'er do well.
Can't just combine them.
No.
You can't. It was laws
I
of physics
absolutely can.
somewhere.
Oh my goodness.
All you gotta do is hold on for 8 seconds, Dodd. Just
I will teach him German, so it's just one word.
That's fair.
I can get up with it.
Yeah, you, as I recall, you moved away from the cave some, so you're going to be just close enough you can catch up to it
Okay.
and do a thing if you so desire.
I'm going to.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Yes.
try and lariat it.
All right. This will
As
be
it's
fun.
heading toward my brother, who I definitely like. 2 years, Steve. 2 years. Same dynamic.
Okay.
Okay. I will.
Oh, that's
What
that's
should
the-
I will re-roll that because rolling is not on my side right now.
all right. Then
Boom.
whichever one you want.
Okay, and one more time. Yeah.
you pull-
9. That's a
Did you
raise.
just pull one of your bennies or one of Willie's bennies?
Oh, one of Willie's, but I had one. Sorry.
Okay. Let me.
Here, look, I'll just drag it over. I got it.
don't go
Oh,
pulling
okay.
on my Benny.
Sorry.
It hurts. Okay. So what are we doing? Oh yes.
Okay,
You're
so
fighting with the-
it was a raise.
Okay. So yes, you got a 9. I think it's still
With the-
still fighting. I'm trying to remember. It's a distance thing, but at the same time you have to. I'm trying to figure out if you have to hit his toughness or not because it's a fighting attack. Let me see here real quick.
Yeah, it doesn't do any
Yoshi.
damage, if that helps.
Yeah. Oh sure. But it might tell us thing if you get a raise. So this means the opponents are -2 parry until his next action with a raise. The opponent falls prone, suffers -2 parry, and is shaken. Okay. It's an agility trick. Okay, so yes, you're successful.
Woo!
Yeah, so yeah, you got a raise. So
Yeah, so it goes prone.
Yep, it is prone. It is at -2 parry right now. So it's a little easier to hit just at the moment from directly next to it at any rate. So yeah, totally.
Yeah, it was basically just to try and trip it up and slow it down.
Yeah, I'm going to call that somewhat entangled. It is already shaken. So we're good there. Okay. So yeah, it's like sort of you lasso it. You're kind of coming up behind it, and you've kind of I'm going to say you managed to grab it, snag it around one of its forelegs, and it sort of tumbles over and is skidding down kind of the side of this hill. And it's a little heavy, but you're just managing right now as it's kind of trying to recover itself and is currently prone. Okay. Prone things, by the way, a little harder to hit from a distance. Just so you're aware.
I just don't want him to, maul Eli's face.
Mauling is an issue. Mauling is a definite issue.
I would like to see
All
him
right.
maul Eli's face.
Elijah, so many things. Okay, so let's see. Willie already acted, and Val has acted, and now we are down to Elijah. What would you like to do?
So I see that Val has this thing wrangled and it's prone.
Yep.
He would say to the doc, do you think you can hit that thing with that big gun of yours?
Well, Winchester, I can hit from here, maybe. If you want that gun, I'm gonna have to get mighty close.
Never mind, man. I don't want to see you get hurt. And he wanted to. Can I hold an action to see if Eli comes out of that cave?
Sure, absolutely. You can go ahead and just go on hold.
Yep, he's going to go on hold, and he's going to
All
say,
right.
"I'm waiting for him to come out of that cave."
All right. So we proceed. Let's see. We go down to Erasmus. It is your turn.
I'm gonna take an action to aim.
You're aiming at the.
I'm aiming at Sam with the Winchester.
All right.
So when it gets back round to me, I'm gonna shoot.
Excellent. Right now, Sam is within long range, but yeah, definitely. All right, and we're over to Ruth.
Okay. Ruth's on her horse. She pulls out her rifle and will take aim. How you said it's long?
Yeah, right now it's in long range.
Yeah, actually, I realized I don't think I have one that actually reaches long. Okay. The sister will. Oh, I got an idea. The sister, yeah, and takes off running towards Val. I need to get closer.
Okay. All right, excellent. I'm going to have you make a ride check for me real quick, just so we can see a little bit about
Great.
how close you're getting.
I don't even know if I have that, so I guess that's just an unskilled.
Yeah. If you're not skilled enough, that's fine.
Skilled in writing anything. Nope.
Okay.
That's a one.
You got a 3, so you're able to
Oh,
go
great,
the
sir.
horse's pace. Basically.
Okay, cool.
It's not going to be too big a deal. It's just scrublands. There's an incline coming, and so it's just wanted to kind of.
You got to go. Yeah, I got you. Okay.
What's happening here? All right.
So I think my goal is to. I'm gonna do a drive-by blinding. That is my long-term plan. But I need to get. I gotta get closer.
Okay. Yeah. No. Totally. So you're gonna get something like. At a horse's pace, you're gonna get something like I will say you're not gonna be quite into. I'll say that you're able to get up to medium range at this point.
Okay.
With it. So if you want, so that's basically where you are getting there on horseback.
All right. Cool. This says my range is my smarts. I don't know what that.
So what's your smarts die type?
My smarts is a D8.
Okay. So that means that it's basically you can if you have to get within approximately 16 yards. So you're going to need to get into pretty much almost close range.
Almost close range for it. Okay.
To get it. So you'll be able to do it next round.
Perfect. I'm basically just setting that process up so you know where I'm headed.
Okay, excellent. All right. I'm going to be going rough figures here. I'm not going to necessarily be doing lots of math right now, but we go to the next round. Okay, Erasmus. I'm still pulling cards for the people on hold just to see if we get jokers, because that's important to know. All right. And Willie's choices are a 10 or a 4. And you're gonna see. Oh yeah, redo the 4.
Let's redo that 4, sir.
How about another 4?
Let's redo that one again because I get to keep
All
drawing
right.
to it. It's a 6 or
How
high.
about a 9?
All right, I'll take the 10.
All righty. Okay. And once again, drawing for Eli, just in case that's anything. It's not really anything. And then drawing for Sam. Sam goes on a 7. Okay. All right. So Willie is actually going to be first to act right now.
Okay, so is he going to be able to? Is he close enough to shoot without a penalty, or is he going to be hit?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I think at this point, yeah, he just made it in. You can move enough that you can do it without a penalty, I'll say, this round.
Okay, well, he's going to walk up, and as Val's sitting there with the lasso like wrapped around and this thing's on its back, he's just going to walk up and keep shooting, but his eyes are glancing back towards his friends to make sure there's no other shenanigans. And as soon as he sees Elijah like staring down his gun, he knows, and he sees the sister riding, that's a frightening prospect to get a little bit closer, but he trusts everyone involved here as he's going to give a couple shots into old Sam. But this time, as he mentioned at the end, he's spun his barrels to the 6th shot of each of his guns as the chamber that rocks into position is glowing.
All right. Sorry, just checking on a thing real quick. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and take your shots.
I'm gonna have to make an order out of the catalog here at the end of this session.
Okay.
That's
that hits with a raise.
And then the second shot.
All right, second shot hits.
I'm going to re-roll that with a white chip.
Righto.
There.
That also hits with a raise. Excellent. Cool. All right. So yeah, you're going to get the bonus damage on both of those shots. That's 10 and 5. Okay. So the first shot actually is gonna do a wound as it plugs into him. This one seems to hurt more. It whistles. You hear as it erupts from the chamber. This sort of very as these bullets erupt from the chambers of Willie's guns. There's this little that folks can almost hear it screaming. Hear them screaming through the air. And one of them does plunge into Sam, and you hear a as it seems like it's going to hurt him, but he does have an opportunity to soak. So we'll see if he manages it. He's going to spend one of his 2 bennies to try and soak that. And I'm going to go ahead and roll his vigor. Okay, he did succeed. So he is also no longer shaken as a result of that. Still entangled. So he's like, you think it's good? You think it does something to him, but it doesn't seem to. He's like sort of trying to shake it off there, and just sort of gets up, eyes flaring even from green to red to green again, and it's like that's going to do something. It's going to do something. That's your action, and we are now down to Sam's turn. And once again, just checking on the lariat to see if it's something he's got to get out of here until his next action. Okay. So yeah, at this point, as Sam has just unshaken, and it's like sort of gets to its feet, and like it's like this sort of gnarl, just barks briefly at Val, and then just sort of is like, and then turns its head and is trying to continue running down the side of this hill. And so, Val, I need you to make a strength check, please.
Well, we all know how I feel about those.
I believe.
Do you?
Not really, but go for it. Hell yeah!
All right, you're skidding down. It does get a little bit closer. It's not going to be able to run, so you skid down another several yards down the side of this hill, but you keep your feet planted and you're able to hold it from going too far.
Nice.
As it's trying to keep heading toward its target. It's like it's very upset. And that's all Sam. That's all Sam can do this turn.
Sam.
And now we are over again to Val. What would you like to do?
All right. So we got the lariat wrapped and I'm skidding along. So I think with my other hand, I'm going to take out my whip. I'm going to whip it as we're going.
Excellent.
Okay. We will try this.
Make your whippery roll.
4.
4. Let's see. Does your whip have to hit its parry or just hit anything? I think that one might actually have to hit its parry. Yeah. That you're gonna have to hit his parry.
Gotcha.
So, Sam's parry.
Oh, I get to hit him again. Tell me what his parry is.
Sam's parry is a 6. I'm downgrading it to 5 because of your current situation.
Ooh. Okay. I get to do it again.
All right. Oh, that's much better.
Frenzy.
Yes, that is definitely hitting with a raise.
Great. So he'll get -2 parry till his next action with the raise, and
Excellent.
then I'll just roll regular
damage.
Yeah, 6.
Okay. Yeah, it just sort of was like, it's like it feels it, and it's trying to sort of shake you off, but it's kind of, you get that sense that Sam's just trying to shake it off more as like It's like maybe like a fly on his back more than anything else.
Very
Um,
pretty fly.
But it is at least annoying him.
And it looks cool.
It does look cool, so I'm going to keep the entangled thing there. So we are down to Ruth. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna finish what I started, which is I need to get a little closer.
Mhm.
As soon as I can get in range, I will. Yeah, I'm gonna blind it.
All right. So you pull you gallop up and you get close enough. Do your thing.
Yeah, and so Ruth, how does this look? Yeah, she like rides up close to it, and she probably pulls like a hard right and actually cuts between it and Val as she finishes up. Like the whip leaves the area, and Ruth runs through the middle. And she simply she kind of puts her hand out, and she says, and she just says, of course, God said, "Let there be light," and she cast it out right out of the palm of her hand because she doesn't have her cross.
Well, your cross is very nearby. I would
Guess
dare
that's
say
true.
you're close enough. You can touch it if you want.
I guess that's true. Usually she cast it through the item, but
You still could. It might just come out of the cross around.
that's true. Around her neck. We could go through that. All right, so that is a faith roll to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
9.
All right. Yeah, that's a raise. On blind. Oh, blind.
You said I could have it.
I did, and it's true. You can. It's a very powerful tool.
Success means the victim suffers a -2 penalty on all actions requiring sight, or a -4 with a raise. So now you get -4 to sight stuff.
All right, so it's -4 to pretty much all the things. Is it just for as long as this lasts? Pretty much.
Pretty much. This is instant. The victim automatically tries to shake it off with a vigor roll as a free action at the end of following turns.
Okay, gotcha.
A
Following
success
turns,
removes 2 points of penalty, so you'll have to do it twice to get the full 4 off.
Gotcha. Okay, well there we are.
There you
Yeah,
go.
it's like so. It just sort of looks back briefly, and it's like,
Yeah.
it is very upset.
Ruth turns and starts trying to catch up to Val.
Boy.
She's okay, back the other direction now. I did my job. Slow it down.
All right. So, yes, I think at this point, before anything else happens, Eli is going to choose a spell to cast that he, to prepare for what's about to happen. Yeah, I think he's going to cast this. So.
Great.
I'm just going to do spell casting for him real quick. Oh, that's not very good. He's going to let's see, which should he spend for this? He's going to spend his red chip and add a d6 to that. 5. Okay, so 6, 7, 8. He got a raise. Excellent. Okay, good to know. All right. So yeah, he's going to. He's doing that in the cave. Does not come out yet.
Great.
We love that.
Yes.
Love it.
All right. Yeah, there we go. All right. So as this is happening, we go to Erasmus.
I'm gonna take that shot in that blind hellhound.
Excellent.
Now's your chance.
So I ignore the range penalty. Thanks for aiming. We'll re-roll that.
Okay.
Come on.
I'll let you move the white chip.
Okay, you want me to? All right, I'll do that. Sure.
Manipulating chips is not my bag.
No problem.
There we go. That's
There
better.
you go.
Okay.
That's a hit.
Whew.
All right.
Roll
And
damage.
that's with good old Winchester. How
Oh,
about
that's
18?
very good. Well, it's actually only a 13. You didn't get a
Okay.
raise, but
All right.
still,
13.
that's a fairly significant amount.
AP2, yeah.
AP2. Okay, that's also good to know. Pulling up Sam real quick. Yeah. Okay. 7, 13. Okay. Good. All right. So yeah, you do manage to shake him. As is basically you hit and is like, again, doesn't seem to damage him as much as you would think, but he's still kind of distracted right now. So that is Erasmus. And Elijah, did you want to do anything this round before we go to a new round?
Nope, I'll keep holding.
All right, still holding. All right, new round. Aha. Well, let's see what the other one is, and you can tell me which one you want to read. I think we're redrawing the 2.
Let's redraw that 2.
That's a 3.
Let's keep on going.
And 9.
Hey, I'll keep that Queen of Hearts.
Righto. Okay. And Watts goes on a 4. And Sam goes on a 6. All right. So, Queen of Hearts. Willie, what would you like to do?
Just because I want to, even though I think I have to see if this works. If it doesn't, then I'll never do it again. But I'm going to fan the hammer. So he's going to flip one gun and put it back in, keep his right out as he fans the hammer, holding the trigger down, and sprays out. I have 4 shots left in the right-handed gun. So I'll take 4 out of -4 if I'm correct, right?
Yep.
Let's give her a shot.
All right. Here we go.
9. There's a 9. There we go. So
Okay.
2 hits with a raise.
So let's see. Is that with the -4 factored in?
Yeah, because I was rolling negatives when they came in, wasn't I?
Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing a -2 on something here. So yeah, those are both hits.
Okay, let me make sure that I have the right.
Yeah.
Oh, it is only saying a -2. I thought it was a negative.
-2. Yeah, that's what I was looking at here. So yeah, it's so those are hits, just not with raises.
Right. Okay, there'd just be 2 hits then.
Okay.
9.
So that's 9 and
16.
7. Okay.
So yeah, he just as he fires 4 shots into Sam.
All right. Unfortunately, it's those shots are taken individually, and they are each halved when you try to shoot at a creature of this kind. So not quite enough. In either case, they're just you're shooting Sam, and Sam's like reacting but can't see who's shooting him.
Damn.
And
Val.
that's you.
That's all he says. Val, help.
All right, it's Erasmus's turn. What would you like to do?
We're gonna try shooting him again with the Winchester, given the range. Oh,
Can we get closer?
Yeah, I've got the Winchester. I sling the shotgun over me, and with also the Gatling pistols on a shotgun sling. Throw those over. Hop out of the wagon. Start moving closer. Actually, I'm just gonna move closer and take aim with the Winchester.
Okay, yeah. I think aiming does require you to not move.
All right. Well, then I'm just gonna get closer at this point.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're in
right.
that territory now because this thing ain't going down.
Okay, so just roll your running die, and that'll give me just a rough idea. Actually, I'm going to say you don't even have to necessarily roll your running die because I'm not going to count inches here. You're going to be able to get close enough next round because they've slid down the mountain enough to the point that you can get kind of there to at least only be in medium range. So you'll be in medium range next round.
Okay, so we'll be at 48. All right.
All right. So that's what you do this round.
Yep.
And we are over to Ruth.
Hey, Ruth is finally close enough she can use her shotgun. And she realizes it as she kind of pulls up beside Val, and she kind of turns around as they're riding and fires off on this blinded creature. I say that. Where's my character sheet? Oh, shotgun. That works.
That's the
That was
damage.
always-
Damage. Where's the? Oh, I have to roll the
You roll shooting.
Shooting. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Yep. Wild die
Okay.
was an 11.
You're doing both barrels?
I mean, I can. Might as well. It is
Okay.
double barrel. I bought it for that reason. Yeah, if I can get both shots off in a round, I will.
Yeah, sure. It's considered one shot, basically, but
An 11
yes.
and a 7.
both are going to hit. One is going to hit with a raise.
Great. Do you want to take the
First shot
first
hits
roll
with a
of
raise.
damage, or do you want me to re-roll with both damage?
I can take the first roll. That's fine. So that'll be
There you go.
so that'll be a 14 and an 11
Wow.
on damage with the shotgun. So again, the first shot is going to the first shot is again going to be just enough to cause a wound. And so I'm going to use the last fate chip that Sam has to see if he can soak that. And he will roll vigor. And he gets a 6, so that is just enough. He is now unshaken. Again, is like, and he sort of skids further off to the side from the opposite the direction you shoot him. Possibly tumbles a little further down the hill. But he's like still doing okay. But you can see he's very woozy and can't see anything. Okay, so that was you. We are now down to Sam's turn. Sam, I think, is going to try to no longer be blinded if at all possible. Because he can't see where to go now. He's not sure what direction he's pointing in. You can try to listen for folks. Let's see. As I'm just reopening. I'm just looking at blind again real quick, just so that I've got that for reference here.
Yeah, at the end of Sam's turn, it can attempt to make a vigor roll and
That was a
shake
free
off
action.
2 points of it as a free action. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, so he's just gonna at this point he's going to try to sort of go where the sound of the shotgun came from. So he's going to sort of be inexpertly loping in your direction again. This lariat still tied to his forepaw as he's coming back around. And so he's going to run up to you and try to make a fighting roll.
Great.
At -4. And all right, let's do that. Okay, no.
Okay,
Yeah, he misses.
great.
He's basically just comes, leaps and hits nothing. He's basically lands far to your right side. He's like, jaws going through the air. And that's him. So, it's Eli's turn. Eli, from the cave, you hear him. You hear echoing out. Well, hell, you hobbled my dog. You want something done right, I guess you got to do it yourself. And as he's stepping out,
No, you don't. You don't have to.
you're
You
going-
can walk away.
we're going to have a quick dramatic moment as he's as you hear him coming. You hear him saying, "Well, guess it's cards on the table time. See, that hound's not going to stop till it gets you, Marshal. When we met before today, you killed me. and I didn't take too kindly to that. I bled out in the desert, and the buzzards got to me. But death brought me back. And I say it's still recruiting time, so y'all will understand soon. And he appears at the entrance to the cave. Elijah, did you want to try to take your shot before he does what he's going to do?
Oh yeah, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead and make me an agility roll.
Did I hear
and will
everything
make
he
one-
said?
You did. It echoed out. He's got special effects going.
Okay. Second verse, same as the first. Then. Son
Okay,
of a
so
bitch.
make an agility roll for me to see if you can beat his agility.
Oh, agility. Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's to see if you can make it before he acts. All right, and his agility roll. All right, you're tied.
And ties go to
So-
the players.
Well,
that-
I'm saying they do. So yes.
Yay!
I think so. Yeah.
Yay.
I've been holding for three. I've been holding for 3 rounds.
Yeah,
It
you've been
makes
holding
sense,
for
I
3
guess.
rounds, man.
Yeah.
You're ready for this to take this
Yeah,
shot.
I've been ready for this shot. I had to pee real quick. I had to run a pee and then come back and wait.
Are you so? Are you aiming for a specific thing? Anywhere specifically on him, or are you just shooting?
He's going to aim right for his head.
Aiming for the
So,
head. Okay,
it's a
that's
called
a further
shot.
-4 called shot for the
Yeah,
head.
but she gave me aim.
Mm-hmm.
I got my trademark weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I got marksman, which knocks off 2.
Yep.
And I got my telescopic sight. So that's a -5 wiped away. So I'm at +1 potentially.
There you go.
And I'm ready to use one of them. I got 2 white chips I'm ready to use. So let's see how it goes. I'll take the 10. I'll take the 10.
You're gonna shoot him in the head.
Give
Oh,
him
yeah.
what for?
Right in the head.
So go ahead and go ahead for me and roll your shooting damage, please. All right.
That would be a 13.
Let me go ahead and undo this thing that I did earlier so that I can actually see my stats. There we go. All right. Oh, wait. Yes, I'll do this. Okay, so that's going to be a total of 13. 13
sir.
damage. Plus, there's going to be more because it's a headshot. I believe it's a +4.
Oh, is it a plus?
And also, he is undead, which there's a thing there with headshots. Let's see.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm learning
yeah,
things.
I'm reading it right here, Jim. It says +25.
Oh, does it? Oh, that's good to know. That's
Hot
excellent.
damn!
I'm glad to hear that from wherever that's from.
It's right here in page 1 of the.
Oh, that
Page
page.
one of
Yes,
the
I'm very
blah, blah,
familiar
blah.
with that page.
That's the new
I've,
book that just come out, Jim.
Oh, that. Okay, yeah, no, I remember that book. That's very good. So yeah, head divided for +4 damage. Okay, so it's that's going to be a total of 20 damage. Well, no, not 20. That's going to be a total of I can't math. That's going to be a total of 17 damage.
Okay.
Since you got him in the brain pan. So let's see. That for him will be his toughness is an 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it's going to be a hit with shaken with 2 wounds. He is going to try to deal with that. He's going to try to soak that.
Die, you son of a bitch. I like the word son of a bitch. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Hard to
Good
kill him
call.
and is already dead. Well, he got a raise. So as he's coming out, your shot, you can see you got him, and it comes off his scalp, and he's like, "Ah," and his illusion drops. What you're now looking at is something that was once Eli Watts, but is no longer. And you can see the side of his face where you gave him the scar is not really there. It's been torn away from the flesh. And you can see basically his eye sitting there rotating in the socket. You see the skull underneath. And you see some teeth on the side. And he is very pale. This is a very dead man coming at you. And I need everyone looking at this to please make a spirit roll.
Might be busy, but sure.
Rolled an 8.
Yeah.
Sister did.
4.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
7.
Okay.
I really
Yeah.
hate him.
Yeah, you do. Yep. And yeah, now you're looking at what he truly is. Harrowed. Okay. So you shoot him before he's able to do that, but he quickly is like he comes forward and you see 5 glowing cards appear in his hand. And he does a thing with them.
No, what if he didn't though?
What if he didn't? I know, right?
He just flies away. We're all around a campfire talking and
I know,
shit.
right?
That's a
Drink
He's
it.
bored with us, right?
Yeah. Well, no, I won't accept that.
I'm always.
Oh, that's a raise. That's good.
Oh,
Shit.
Jim!
It's a tricky thing. Let's see. I'm just checking the range of that power. Okay. He's not close enough to actually hit the marshal, which is who he really desperately wants to hit. So he's going to have to settle for the sister.
I did blind his dog.
You did blind his.
Oh, I thought you meant me.
Oh no, not
You said the sister, and I was like,
no,
what
wrong
the fuck,
sister. Yeah,
Jim?
Ruth. He's settling for Ruth.
Okay.
So yes, that's going to be a hit with a raise. So he's. Let me go ahead and do his damages. These green playing cards come firing out of his hand toward you. This green
Great.
bolt of light.
Great.
Bolt power.
Okay.
Let me
So-
actually go ahead and let me roll that.
Okay.
And apparently, I am going to need to do it manually. So
No,
let's
you got
do that.
no, you got
You got nothing. Nothing.
You got nothing.
Nothing.
All right. So that's a 4, a 3, and a 2, adding up to 9. So that's 9 damage. What is your toughness, Ruth?
5.
Okay, so that is going to hit you with a raise. Would you like to spend a chip to soak?
Okay, what do I
It'd
I
be a
have
win-
something for this.
big
I'm a
win.
holy
Okay.
warrior, in fact.
Mhm.
I am built to take damage from evil forces. The chosen may add a +1 the total of a final soak roll for each power point spent to maximize to a maximum of 4.
Oh yeah, so you
So-
can if you want to spend power points on this soak roll, you totally can.
I think I will, because
All right.
I have them. So I'll go ahead and spend 2, because why not? It's me out, so I'm doing math. So 7. So how does that work?
So yeah, you're making a vigor roll, and you're going to get a +2 to this roll.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in before I roll it. There you go.
All right. So that is a 7.
Mhm.
So what that will do by itself is it will take they'll take away the wound. It was only going to be 1 wound. So yeah, you're good. You're good.
Great.
All right.
Kind of just want to
Okay.
slap it with a ruler out of thin air.
So the card definitely does hit you, but you manage to steel yourself before it does, and it hurt, but you're okay.
Yeah. Probably let out a little.
You've been hit with arcane energy. All right. So we are now down to Sam's turn. Sam didn't try to shake off that condition last time, but that's okay. He's gonna keep biting at thin air. No, this is Eli's turn. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know who's what. There we go. I should put names down. That would help. All right, we're done with that. We're over to Val. What would you like to do, Val?
So I've still got Sam,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
And he's blind and just dragging me all over the
Spend a chip to
place.
soak.
Stake him to the ground. Let's run the hell out of here. Just can we
You want to
time
run?
sorta?
You can tell
Who
Stone
is
Bray in the
this
West.
Willie Kenner in front of me? I don't know him.
Why?
He's Yeller.
I'll shoot you dead. I don't give a shit. You ain't aimed for me for 3 rounds.
Okay. This looks bad, right? This is a bad situation.
It's hard to say which way it's going to go, really, but it's not good.
To be myself for a moment, Twinkie.
Yeah, we
I don't get it.
We
Every time y'all
gotta
say it.
run.
No, this is bad.
Okay.
This is we're playing Curse of Strahd, and we've decided to go straight to the castle bad.
What level are we?
There is a
on?
chance you could take
I
him
was
out.
about to
I mean,
say-
he's out of chips.
I beat
Just-
that game. Okay.
Yeah.
Technically, Elijah's got all that aim on him. He can take another shot.
Okay. I just don't know if I want to pop that yet. Question.
Mm-hmm.
Could I ride Sam?
Well, Sam is certainly of riding size.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You want to try to get him on your side?
Yeah. I'm friendly. You know exactly what I meant, Pope. Jeez.
I don't see why not. Yeah.
I wish I could use that. I mean, I do have that power, but usually it's.
Oh, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you take that one?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that one. Now, the thing is, you're not sure how it's going to react because this is not a normal creature.
Yes.
I should point that out. But
Yeah.
it might have some effect. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah. So, is that a?
Yeah. You don't have to be someone else to use that ability.
Yeah. So yeah, I will do that.
Okay, so you need to roll your focus.
Yes. And then the cost is its size. So it's like smaller than a rhino, which is one of the examples they give. So what is like 3 power points?
I need
4?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say 3 for now until I can
Cool.
remember the chart. But yeah,
Cool.
it's not huge. We'll call it
Yeah.
roughly human sized.
What the hell kind of chart is that where smaller than a rhino? That's smaller than a rhino. All right.
There's a size chart and everything. Actually, it's on the combat options. I think here. Let me just double check.
Well, it's a 5.
All right. Yeah. So does it get a? Is this a resisted thing? Do we think, or is it?
Nope. It's
Yeah.
I got it here. Nope.
Okay. Okay, I got you.
Success means the creatures obey simple commands like a well-trained dog.
Okay. So I think I am going to have it make a roll because
Oh, totally. Because
this
it's
is not
weird.
an ordinary creature. So Sam is going to, however, be at -4 because he's currently blinded and is having trouble. He has a smarts of D8. I'm going to make a smarts roll for Sam.
He's a smart puppy. Oh,
Oh, that's not very good. Not in
that
this
smart
instance.
though.
Okay. So, yeah, you've got him.
Okay, we skid to a stop. That was fun.
Here, let me show you his sheet.
Yay.
Ruth does not skid to a stop. She keeps running.
Sure, good idea. I got it.
Yeah,
Nope.
there he is.
Oh, good puppy.
He's like, the green lights go out, and it's now his eyes are red.
Ow.
Although he's still blinded.
I will scratch him behind his ears.
All
I
right,
got
there you
him.
Are you going to ride him, or are you just going to be there as some sort of adjacent?
We're gonna hang out. We're gonna hang out for a second. Because that was insane.
What does it look like you're doing right now?
It looks like I had the lariat around him and kind of like, it's like he stopped and just kind of, like dogs sit
Yeah.
like that. And he's not moving anymore. I'm scratching behind the ears.
You hear from the distance. Oh man, if I weren't dead, I'd be turned on by this.
So bizarre.
You're around.
Ruth blushes and keeps riding.
It's not every day an undead guy makes bizarre comments.
Well, Ruth has a joker.
Joker.
Heck yeah.
All right. First card for Willie is a 10. The second card is also a joker.
Oh man.
Double joker, everyone.
What does that mean?
What does it mean? Double
can
joker.
Can we
what
simply
does it mean? It's I'm
ask
going
this
to
guy
give
to go
everyone
home?
I'm giving everyone 2 fate chips.
Oh. Oh, yes.
It means one of us is Suicide Squad and one of us is $1 billion movie.
So this means that both Ruth and Willie get a +2 to every roll they make this round.
That's awesome.
Why did I just draw another card? Well, it doesn't matter.
For
All
fun.
right. Okay, so the first to act, Ruth and Willie both have the option of acting whenever they damn well please this round, and they don't have to roll to interrupt anybody if they so choose. Do either of you want to do something now, or do you want to wait?
I'd like to get far enough away where he can't throw more cards at me. So if that's what Ruth goals. Those are goals. Those are Ruth's goals.
Okay. Do you have occult, by the way?
I do.
I am going to ask you to make a roll real quick, just because I want to provide you with a little bit of information if you are able to think of it.
What have I got? You know what? Just for the shits and giggles, I'm gonna add the red one. Adds the D6, the red chip.
It does.
Okay.
Go ahead and see what it is first, and then
Okay.
you can
Then I
if
can
you wanna add
decide.
to it.
Yeah, because it's gonna be low.
Yeah, the red and blue both add D6.
Well, it's a 5 total. You add them.
Yeah, that's right. You had a
Yep.
+2, and so that would be a 5. So that would be a success. So the only value in adding a chip would be if you want a success with a raise.
No, I'm good then.
Okay. Success with a raise would give you more information, just so you're
That's why,
aware.
like, I'm back and forth on it because I'm trying to decide how important this information is. Ooh.
Could
You know
be
what?
good.
I said it early on because my gut told me yes. So you want me to just roll
All
another
right.
D6?
Sure, roll a D6. Let's see what it is.
A 4.
Another 4, so that does give you a raise. Okay. So, you have a second to think now. Split second.
Right, a
But
moment.
You're remembering some stuff about undead in particular.
Okay.
This is that special kind of undead called a harrowed,
Mm-hmm.
which means it's still Eli Watts, but he has a Manitou sharing his headspace,
Right.
or a demon.
He's
as,
2 in
uh,
1.
And that's keeping him animate. Sometimes the demon takes over, sometimes it's the person in charge. But the thing is, you do know that first off, headshots will ultimately take care of him. Secondly, you do know that anything that's sort of considered arcane abilities, will also be able to fight him. Or there are certain holy powers that could be called upon to try to fight him as well. I don't think you
okay.
actually have
I was
anything.
about to say,
that
I
can
don't think
smite.
I actually have any of those at
But-
the moment.
You know your abilities would work on him, though.
Yeah,
And also, certain things, certain members of the posse might also do it. So it's really, that you think you've got a sort of a line in to kind of figure out kind of what you might need to do to take him apart if you wish
right.
to.
Either we're going to have to headshot or use some kind of like divine type magic, correct?
By and large, or actually other types of magic will probably work as well.
Okay.
So anything that might be that, or ghost rock powered weapons, perhaps things like that also might.
Ruth doesn't have any of that, but she will finish taking this information and she will. I say, yeah, Ruth doesn't have any. She's a healer. Okay. How far away is he at the moment?
From
terms
you,
of
he's within close range.
He is within close range.
Yes.
Okay. Ruth will be bold and why not? We're here now, right? I will turn around and make another fire, I guess, with the shotgun on my turn. I'm this close. I might as well. I'll take.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and do it now, or do you want to interrupt something? Because you got a joker, you can go whenever you want.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go. I mean, if I'm this close, because I'm trying to ride away. If I'm this close, I'm gonna go ahead and just turn around.
All right, you got it.
So I will though make it. Does a power take the full turn? Activating power.
To do no, usually, well, it depends on if it's most are instantaneously cast.
That's what I thought. Yeah, touch. Yeah, so it's myself. Okay, well, I'm gonna put aim on myself as well. Mine as well. So I can get this. That way I can make a called shot, at his head. So, roll the shot, and called shot being reduced by 1 for success and a 2 for a raise. So faith first.
Yeah.
Faith first. Not very good. That's worth it. Yep.
Now, one thing, it is a multi-action penalty to do both of those in the same round, just so you're aware.
To power and shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
However, that's still a 4 because you got a +2 to all your actions this turn. So it balances out.
Oh, okay.
So your next roll is just going to be a straight roll.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Okay, so you normally get a -2 to both the faith roll and the shooting roll.
Okay.
But you got a joker this round, so you get a +2 to both of those rolls. So those cancel each other out. So the
great.
Next roll, the shooting roll will be a straight roll.
Okay, so got it. Does aim? I guess is that a success for aim?
Yeah, you've got a success.
So the shot penalty is reduced by 1 and 2 for raise. Okay, great. Shot. There you go.
There you go. You
okay.
You do manage to hit him with a raise.
Okay, hit him with a raise.
You are aware that you can put him down, and even if you don't take his head, if you damage him enough, he won't be up for a number of hours. So
right, his body will have to cut. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you may just be focusing on doing that right now rather than just a direct headshot. I should have specified that before you rolled.
Yeah.
Also, it's a shotgun. I don't think you can make a headshot specifically with it, but you're gonna hit him.
Yeah, I would, and I'm going to take both shots actually. So let me go ahead and roll the second shot.
Okay, so both of those are going to hit. One of them with a raise. So the first one's going to be 4d6. The second one is going to be 3d6.
So that one's 3d6. Let me roll an extra one to go with it. There's another d6 to go with that. Mm-hmm. And last but certainly not least, the last one.
Okay, so 13 and 11 on Eli Watts. These are turns. You do that to him. Let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So yes, those, unfortunately, he has no chips left. So he cannot soak either of those. And you're going to cause 1 wound each for each of those shots. He is now at -2.
Great.
Oh, right. You also having, oh, that's right. He's got a thing up. Well, never mind. Too late. It's gone. Actually, it's been enough rounds that it won't be up anymore. Anyway, yes. So he's now at -2 to everything. You hit him with these shots, and he's like, ah! You see he's weaving as he's limping out of the cave. As he's sort of limping further down, he's like, oh, sister. You'd make such a great recruit for the army of the dead. And that's your turn. And we're now, Willie, do you want to do anything or do you want to wait?
Yes. Willie's going to stand there and realize that there's no getting out of this. The dog's been quelled and he just doesn't want a piece of any of this. But what he'll do is he'll just stand a shoulder lead towards Eli, and he's going to spin the gun that he emptied and use his speed loader to put in another 6 shots, which is, I believe, just a straight action for me. It doesn't cost me anything.
You just do it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And so he spins the shot in the speed loader to another one of the glowing chambers. And
you got it.
He says, damn it, Willie. You really should have picked.
Willie.
Oh, wait. Yeah. It's just, damn it, Eli. You should have picked the damn tree. And he takes the shot, and I'm going for the head.
All right. -4 to each of those shots.
-2 because I've got the Joker.
That's right.
Right?
Mhm.
She gave you aim too. Remember that.
Oh, that's right. So I am.
Oh yeah, actually, these are just a regular roll for each of them. If you got aim on you, that's a hit.
I'm gonna spend a white chip. You can spend as many chips as you want in a round, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend a white, please. I want to
Alright.
re-roll this. That's the one I
That
want.
one's a bit better.
That's rotting, buddy.
Okay, let's do this. So let's do the damage for this one. Now, can I re-roll damage?
You can.
All right. I'm gonna re-roll that damage.
Go right ahead. We'll take another white chip, I guess. Okay.
I got one more
That's-
white chip or two more.
That's going to be, because you bonused out on this, so it's 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 4. That's going to be 15 for this shot because you're hitting him in the head.
Okay, 15 for that shot. Can I
Mhm.
spend another chip to re-roll that though?
If you like, sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, let's do that.
Want to spend a red or a white?
White, please.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend another red. As
Now
used-
you still get whatever you rolled highest, whatever is highest that you roll. So, yeah.
I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again.
All
'Cause
right, go ahead.
using it as a white. There it is.
20. All right.
And then plus the headshot, so it's 24
Mm-hmm.
with the ghost rock.
That's right.
You should have
So-
picked the tree.
This bullet goes screaming into Eli Watts's head. And he's like, just turns, and it's like in slow motion, right? As he's turning his head. And he's like, just sort of gives you this look of like, and it slams right between his eyes, passes out the back of his skull, screaming through, setting the hole slightly ablaze as it does so. He falls backwards and lands with a thump to the earth. The Hellhound at this point, for that is pretty much what it is. It's like, and it melts away, vanishing into the ether. It's gone.
I ride over and dump some kerosene on it and gesture, like wave a white handkerchief or something up to let them know it's fine, and motion for Elijah to come on over. Since we don't play, Ian's not getting back up.
You motion for me to come over to you where you.
Yeah, I like
he
wave.
comes
I
over-
wave. Yeah.
He kind of straps on his gun, runs down to her.
And I hand you a match, sir.
Hands her a match. We gonna burn it?
No, you
Yeah.
gonna burn it.
Oh, yes, ma'am. And he, am I looking at? We're assuming we're at Watts' body, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you
the-
search real
yeah.
quick before he does that?
The
Can you
hound is
search him?
gone. Oh yeah, you can search.
Yeah, he'll search him.
Yeah, so Watts has a couple of different decks of cards on him. He is carrying he has what looks like a sort of little thing of papers bound together. It's like might be some sort of strange kind of journal. He has on him he has a ghost rock core on him. And he has a copy of a book in his back pocket, Oil's Book of Games.
He'll
And
he kind
that's
of like
most of what he has.
think we should inventory all this, and he kind of like he tosses the items on the ground for everybody, and then he sets it and says, "See you in hell, Watts." and lights the match and throws it on him.
Match flies down, and the body, having been coated in something, kerosene perhaps.
Yeah, it was kerosene.
Yeah.
Kerosene, immediately bursts into flames. Flames spread up. You hear what you can almost hear this sort of like this. It's like this carrying through the ether. This little sound of someone screaming briefly before it goes away. It's very brief, sort of a.
Willie walks up
And the
beside the
body
sister.
burns.
As soon as that sound goes off, Willie walks up to the sister. You know what that sound was?
I do, but I want to hear you say it.
It's a ne'er-do-well.
She claps him on the shoulder and shakes her head. She crosses herself over the body, of course, knowing that before there was a demon in there, he was in fact a man, and hopes that he passes to the other side and finds some kind of peace.
And I think that is where we're going to close this episode.
Can I do one more thing real quick? Other than leave it
feel
on
free.
leave it on a shitty joke. No, me, not he
No, I know exactly what you meant. I didn't think it was a shitty joke. I thought it was funny.
he goes over to Elijah. You all right with this, man?
As in?
You're gonna have a lot of free time now.
Oh, there's a lot of son of bitches to hunt. You know that.
Yeah, but everybody's got their favorite son of a bitch. And yours is burning.
That's true. I guess I could become a farmer. But I don't think that suits me, does it?
You don't like the dirt.
No, I don't. Damn. Well, what you
I
got
thought
in
of
mind?
one other thing.
And he's
but
kind of
keep
like,
going.
what?
Sister goes, you could always join the church.
The church?
You know, that's a joke. She hates organized religion.
Yeah. I don't know if the good Lord let me in, sister.
Yeah, me neither.
Marshal DuPont, after you file your report, I am in need of a bartender.
A bartender?
Yeah, on my way to Desperation. I've got a gambling hall there.
He kind of looks at Willie and Val. What do you two think about that? I'd be a hell of a bartender, I think. I do like to drink, though. That might be a problem.
Just as long as you don't get too much into the good stuff, we're fine.
Your pour's a little heavy.
You get pissed real easy.
Yeah, you guys are bringing up my faults.
No real charm to speak of.
You're
I guess
ugly.
I'm not sure.
Yes, that means you make the perfect bartender.
Free booze, no charm. I like the sound of this.
And I will say that as you are doing this, you sort of playing around a little bit with the stuff that you got off of Watts. You do find in the papers a map that you're just sort of idly unwinding.
He probably would have threw the papers to the dock,
Okay.
actually.
Well, so Erasmus, you open this map, and you do see it is a map of roughly the eastern New Mexico, and you see that he has marked the town of Desperation.
Gonna pocket that. Along with a copy of Hoyle's.
All right. We shall soon find out what all that means in the near future. Soon in the near future, something like that. With that, as we head into mid-afternoon, the clouds part and the sun comes down over this smoldering remains of this body and those of you standing around him. That is where we are going to end.
God damn, it was a hell of a morning.
Just want some eggs and toast now.
We're gonna go around counterclockwise, and folks to say where folks can find you, any thoughts you had about this session. And we will start with Pope.
Hey, everybody. Pope World Build here on the Twitter, on the Twitch. I lurk in all your streams. If you want to find my ridiculous visage someplace else doing something entirely different, you can catch me over on Madev7 for the dreadful beat of DJ Strahd, where yours truly plays a reformed heel wrestler lost in Baravia with a bunch of other much more colorful characters. As for this, I love you, Jim. I hate you, Jim. I hate being right. I hate it. Hate it. For an entire week, just plaguing in my brain beats, going, oh no, it's not just that he's a huckster. Oh no, that would be fine. Hallowed huckster? To start? Love you.
You know, it's sometimes you know you run afoul of a Howard Huckster. This is just, you know, it's just life, really. But let us move on then to Dot. Hey.
Hi. Yeah, I'm Little Red Dot. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter, where I roll dice and tell stories. I'm a GM and a storyteller, and that's what I like to do. So if you like those things, you can find me here, as long as they'll have me, and a few other amazing networks as well. So yeah, that's me, and I'm loving us finding this like slow group dynamic, like the way we just like pass things off. We're like, okay, this is you. You handle that one. And I was like, I'm gonna tame the dog, and we're like, cool, I'm gonna keep riding. You know, like the balance is like starting to kind of find itself between the group, and I dig it a lot.
Yay! No,
Yay!
I'm enjoying that too. I really am. And Steven.
Hey, what a great session. That was amazing. That was a great fight. I was with Greg there for a little bit thinking, maybe we should run. This guy's going to start unleashing death on us. But the quick shooting and the ladies with their abilities really came through with the dog, and that was probably the game changer right there. So that was awesome. Loved every bit of it. So catch me next week, next Monday. So thanks. And Jim, you did an awesome job, bro. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And yeah, it was turning Sam. That I think was the thing that made it so everyone could just focus on Watts, and that did it. You managed. He only got a single bolt spell off, and that was it. But now let's go around to Lauren. Hello.
Hello. Always try to tame the eldritch beasties. It's never gone wrong for me once, so I just assume it works every time. Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm that salty ginger over on Twitter, part of the Tales from the Grim team here on Twitch. And I have some fun stuff coming up over on the Scraticus Academy, and I will be back here Sunday or Monday, but one of those nights you can usually find me here. That's me.
Yay! And before I hand things off to Greg, I'm Jim. You can find me at OtherDoc on both Twitch and Twitter. My website is jimyesthatjim.com, where there are links to my various podcasts and audio dramas and other various projects. Also links to game signups for my channel, which I need to get more out. And that's where you can find my stuff over on my channel. I do this month doing Alas for the Awful Sea on Tuesday nights, and I'm doing Invisible Sun on Saturday nights, and one-shots of various types on Sundays. This Sunday's one-shot will be Scum and Villainy. I'm going to try that out for the first time. And
I just closed out a campaign. It's amazing. Amazing.
I cannot wait. We've got a guest GM coming in to run it for us, and I'm going to be interested to see how it goes. But that's me, Greg.
Grimjack21502 on the Twitter, part of the Tales from the Grim team here on the Twitch. I had a blast. Things that I want now that we have had our destruction of the demon Eli Watts and his pooch. Here's what I've learned. Here's the things that I've learned. One, I want to help Elijah figure out a new trade. Like we've mentioned, he's irritable, he's a drinker, but he's also Willie's best friend. So we'll see. Outlaw is maybe outlaw. Another thing I want, Val and Willie have a history. I want to discuss that more. I want to get into that more because I think that has a role to play here on our trip to Desperation. And this is odd, but I was just thinking about it when Dot rode in and blinded everybody. And I thought, you know what? This sister's a party. So at some point, I want to be at an old board stomping, boot scooting place. Whether this is Pope's place or not, I don't know. But when we're there and there is a potential for a hootenanny, I would like a dance with the good sister because she danced the shit out of that fight.
Yep. Good luck. She hadn't danced since she was young.
Well, I can want in one hand and whatever in the other, and we'll see what happens. And then finally,
hootenanny with the good sister. I love it.
Last but not least, Erasmus and Willie have a correspondence. They're pen pals, which has not been revealed yet. And just so everyone knows, Pope and I are actually pen paling the shit out of Willie's letters to Erasmus and vice versa. They have a history and a relationship and friendship or whatever it is that hasn't been explored. And I am really looking forward to it because we've gone through the gauntlet. We've been trialed by fire, and I'm here for the western rides, the sunsets, the howl of the coyotes, the craziness of the Weird West. Jim, you're kicking ass and taking names, my friend. But like I said, just set the pins up for that dance with the sister. I'll knock them down. Anyway, we're done, my friend. Do you have anything else you'd like to say?
I am quite good. Thank you.
All
I
right.
appreciate it. Next week, we're probably going to jump ahead a little bit, and we'll see what happens once you actually get on the road to Desperation.
Very good, very good. So for all the ne'er-do-wells out there and all those rootin' tootin', six-gun shooting cowboys, as the campfire goes down, there's only one thing left to say. You can't always roll nat 20s, but you can tame demon dogs and blind them. And you can shoot huckster whatever's in the head while your buddy has a 100-shot pistol and your other buddy burns them up with kerosene. And then
put that on a t-shirt.
Right. Or you can always role play. We'll see you next time, friends.